Man, is this guy blind? For fuck's sake, man. What the Yeah, I couldn't do anything there. Fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, oh, Max, yeah. Max was completely intact for his car, but just... look at that.
We all know Max Verstappen's temperament. We've seen his reckless driving, his controversial wheel-to-wheel battles, and his no-nonsense behavior with other F1 drivers on the grid. But today, we're going to find out just how savage Max can be when he's not in the cockpit, but sitting in front of the world's media. This is Max Verstappen, absolutely losing it in press conferences. Let's start with one of the most iconic moments in F1 press conference history. Hungary post-qualifying. Tom Clarkson tries to ask Max about a potential first-lap incident with Lewis Hamilton, but Max, he's had enough. Watch this.
Now, can we just already stop about this? Because we had so many questions about this. It's just ridiculous, honestly. Honestly, the whole Thursday, we've been answering this all the time. So can we just stop about it, please? We are racers, we will race, and of course we're going to race hard, but fair, so we just keep pushing each other.
Max completely shut down the question before it was even finished. The entire room went silent. This wasn't just frustration, this was Max drawing a line in the sand. He later walked past Tom and said, "I know it's not your fault, Tom." Classic Max. Explosive 1 second, reasonable the next. But the message was crystal clear. Stop asking the same questions over and over. Now, this next one is legendary. Miami Grand Prix press conference. A reporter asks Max a hypothetical question about whether Lando could have won without the safety car advantage. Max's response became instant meme material. Watch this.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always if, right? If my mom had balls, she would be my dad, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's how it goes to racing. Sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't.
The room absolutely erupted. This wasn't just savage. This was Max basically telling reporters to stop wasting his time with hypothetical scenarios. And honestly, he had a point. Racing is about what happens on track, not what might have happened in an alternate universe. This quote went viral for a reason. It's pure, unfiltered Max. But here's the thing, Max's press conference savage mode isn't just about anger, it's about control. Unlike many drivers who carefully choose every word to protect sponsors and headlines, Max does the exact opposite. He refuses to play the game. When journalists try to bait him into controversy, Max doesn't dodge the question. He destroys it. Short answers, flat tone, zero emotion. And that silence? That's intentional. There's a moment where reporters clearly expect a reaction, a rant, a quote, something clickable. Instead, Max stares back, pauses, and gives them nothing. And that's what makes it uncomfortable. In Formula One, access is power. Soundbites are currency, and Max Verstappen simply doesn't care. He knows his performance on track speaks louder than any press room narrative. You can see the frustration on reporters' faces when their follow-up questions go nowhere. They push harder, they repeat themselves. And Max? He shuts down even more. One-word answers, long silences, a clear message. You don't control the story, I do. This isn't immaturity. This is a driver who's been in the spotlight since he was 17, who's heard the same questions for over a decade, and who's done pretending they matter. Max isn't there to entertain, to speculate, or to apologize. He's there because he has to be, and he makes that painfully obvious. And that's why these moments go viral. Not because Max is loud, but because he's unfiltered in a world that's trained to be fake. Every awkward pause, every blunt reply, every uncomfortable exchange reinforces the same truth. Max Verstappen is completely unbothered by public opinion, and that confidence, that's far more intimidating than any angry outburst. But sometimes, Max doesn't need elaborate answers or witty comebacks. Sometimes he just needs one word to absolutely destroy a reporter's hopes of getting a good soundbite. After struggling in practice, reporters tried to dig into Red Bull's setup changes. Max wasn't having it. Watch this.
What did you change overnight? Because it seems there's been a big difference in performance lately.
A lot.
Can you elaborate in terms of what you've done?
No, I might get fined or get an extra day. So.
Well, look, are you confident, Max, with the race pace?
Maybe.
Absolutely brutal. This was Max's silent protest against the FIA's punishment for swearing. He walked into that press conference with a plan: give nothing away, frustrate everyone, and make a statement. But it gets better. When asked about his race pace, Max responds with a single word. When a reporter tries to get answers outside the press room, Max shuts it down immediately. Watch this.
I would prefer if you ask these questions outside the room.
Andrew Benson, BBC Sport. One for Max and then one for Lando and Lewis. Max, will you talk to us outside the room? Because technically there's not yeah, okay.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Max literally walked into press conferences, gave minimal answers, and made it clear he wasn't there to entertain the media. This wasn't just being difficult, this was sending a message to the FIA and the media that he wouldn't be controlled. After the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where Max lost the 2025 championship to Lando Norris by just 2 points, he faced the media once again. The reporters, predictably, brought up his controversial crash with George Russell in Barcelona that cost him crucial points. But then something absolutely wild happened. Watch this. Did Max just call out a reporter's facial expression? Yes, he did. Are you giving me a stupid grin now? This wasn't just answering questions anymore. Max was reading body language, calling out what he perceived as disrespect, and turning the tables on the media. The press conference literally came to a halt after this. You could feel the tension through the screen. Max had reached his breaking point, and everyone in that room knew it. Now let's talk about Max's most savage responses when he gets penalized. When asked about receiving a significant fine from the stewards, most drivers would give a diplomatic answer. Not Max. Max didn't just accept the punishment, he turned it into an absolute roast of the FIA stewards. This is confidence at its peak, and when faced with boos from the crowd, Max had the perfect response. Throughout his career, we've seen Max frustrated, annoyed, and irritated, but there's one moment where he reached his absolute limit. After being asked repeatedly about incidents and accidents, Max delivered this legendary threat. And when he received community service for swearing in press conferences, his response was perfectly on brand. No apologies, no excuses, no regrets. Just pure Max Verstappen. So there you have it, Max Verstappen at his most savage in press conferences. From shutting down reporters mid-question, to the legendary "if my mum had balls" line, to calling out stupid grins and threatening to headbutt people, Max has proven something important. He's not just a force on the track, he's a force everywhere. Love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him. Max Verstappen doesn't just race hard, he speaks hard. And in a sport that's often over-polished and media-trained, Max's raw honesty is refreshing, even when it's brutal. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more F1 content. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Max Verstappen press conference moment? See you in the next one.